Oh, that gravy is so good. I reckon oyster shoulder is one of the most underrated cuts of lamb. Everybody talks about leg of lamb or rack of lamb. This oyster shoulder is cheaper, slow cook it, and it's gonna deliver. I'm gonna put it on a trivet of onions. So I'll cut some onions up, drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of salt down. Spreading these guys out. Another drizzle of extra virgin olive oil over the onions. A little bit of salt. And I'm going to do mine with Moroccan seasoning. The seasoning is important because when we get to the gravy, right, the seasoning is going to come down off the lamb and the onions and get into the juices, and that is going to give our gravy an extra 5% magic. One other thing is a little orange zest over the onions. Moroccan and orange are matching heaven. Little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil over our shoulder. Give it a generous seasoning of salt. Using a flake salt, use whatever salt you like. Plenty of the Moroccan seasoning on there. Flip this bad boy skin side up over onto the onions. Now we'll season. Sometimes I do it and I stud it with anchovies and garlic and rosemary, but so many people say to me they don't like anchovies, but they actually melt into the lamb and you don't taste, it doesn't taste fishy. It will just season it and give it that lovely umami that'll work with the lamb. But today, Moroccan. You could put some Mexican seasoning on, some Italian seasoning on. If you put Italian seasoning on, because it's herbs, it might tend to burn if you leave it uncovered. So you need to keep an eye on it. Oven's preheated at 160 degrees Celsius, and she goes. An oyster shoulder of lamb, way smaller than a leg of lamb. It's cheaper. I'm just going to let it rest on the cake rack there for about 30 minutes, but I want to show you a gravy. So grab yourself a glass of wine, heat a pan, large pan or a pot, some red wine in there, and reduce it by 1/3. The onions that I used as a trivet under the lamb. 2 tablespoons of corn flour, couple of tablespoons of water. If you like the bowl, it's new at Briscoe's. Mix that up and you've got a corn flour slurry. It looks like it's reduced by about 1/3, so we're going to get the water in. And now the bit that really is going to make a difference is we're going to get the lamb stock in, because when you're cooking an oyster shoulder you're really not going to get much juice coming out of it. Then that's going back in the fridge until I need more lamb stock. Now we're going to put about a tablespoon of Leopardian sauce in there and about a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. The better the balsamic vinegar, the better it's going to taste. Plenty of cracked pepper. Now we're going to go in with the corn flour slurry, whisking it as it goes in. There we go. And if you want to, because I use the Moroccan seasoning on the oyster shoulder, I've just put a little bit more of the Moroccan seasoning in there. We are done. Last minute, a little bit of chopped parsley in there. There's one little thing that you could do just to give it an extra 5% magic, and that's put a couple of knobs of butter in. And as the butter starts melting, let's give the little pan a little shuffle, and it gives it a lovely sheen to the sauce. So now the sauce has got that lovely shine to it. Pour that over. And feel free to comment about me eating with my tongs and my mouth full. Happy days, everybody. That is so yum. That gravy is rich, luscious onion with just a little touch of that orange coming through that I put on the onions. So good. If you'd like the recipe, comment lamb and I'll send it to you. This finger looking good. Cheers.